We're taking a look at the goat here, your pole sitter, about to set his first lap in happy hour here at Texas Motor Speedway for the IKEA Series race here tonight. And today. And oh dear, he spun it into the grass there. He's going very fast there. It says 120 miles an hour, and he's managed to save it. Well, what about that one? We usually see the goat slam into somebody, if not just a wall. But guess he just got lucky. What's up, peeps? It's Hannafooda. We're here in Texas, where everything is bigger. Although, having said that, Texas Motor Speedway is nowhere near as big as Talladega, say. For example, the goat's on pole today, as per usual. Haha, banter. Yeah, he talks like that or something. Klein Bentner starts right next to him. Steve Morgan, Riley Spurley, Sakata Honda, Isaac Carter, R.J. Sherry, Edward Thompson, Hidaka, Harrison McGiles, Julian Dyer, Brian Barker, Roy Fairman, Bob Smith, Rupert Weissmuller, Clive Winters, Alexander Cornish, Brendan Reed, Eric Rudd, Constantine von Bartleven, Fur Carlin, David Weissmuller, Tony Brown, Bob and Flobo, James Saunders, Patrick Smith, Zach Mills, Chase Cooper, Ryan Herman, Jackson Carter Jr., Ami Fatami, John Speed, Eric Monaco, Alfred Foster Jones, Derek Hamill, Matthew Flanagan, Mami Fatami, Chase McDowell, and Kyle Mess and Adam McDowell round out the field. 20 rows out of 20 laps. Not a lot, not a whole lot. Probably get done in about 10 minutes. That's theoretical, at least. Might tack on a few extra seconds and say 12, 13, 15. So, hold on to your butts. The green flag is out and we're underway here at Texas Motor Speedway. Klein Bentner's going to make it to the line first. In fact, he is going to, lead the field to the flag. It's nearly 3 wide in the background there, but Sakata Honda's decided against trying to go underneath Steve Morgan and Riley Spurley. That'd probably be pretty uncomfortable. As you can see, the front row, Klein Bentner and the goat who have single-filed out there. It's going to be a dramatic battle between them throughout this whole race. That's quite likely Riley Spurley getting a bit away from his line there. Steve Morgan, third place, tries to file out in front of both of them. It's Klein Bentner to lead. Lap 1 of 1 here at Texas Motor Speedway. It's a 20-lap race. What else seems... Oh, it's 3 wide right there. David Weissmuller, James Saunders, and Tony Brown right there. But David Weissmuller's fallen back a bit, actually. It might have been disadvantageous in general for him. That move right there is nearly 3 wide with Mami Fatami, Jackson Carter Jr., and Kyle Mess all the way in the back of the field. As Klein Bentner leads lap 2 and leads the field to lap 3 there. Steve Morgan out in front. And, he's got quite an interesting view of this battle between the goats and Klein Bentner. Let's go on board of him and watch from his perspective. Lap 4 now, and Klein Bentner doesn't seem to be giving up an inch, but the goat is still looking very aggressive. There he goes, high and up and to the outside there. I think he's lost a bit of time actually making that move. just got to wait and see there before we take a look at your order. Here comes the goat. He's looking to the inside, but Klein Bentner's already there. But he is doing his best to decrease the gap there. We're nearly at the 25% point in this race already. It's lap 5 of 20. Well, more like the 20%. It'll make 25% once we starts lap 6. We starts. Here comes the goat on the outside. That's a fantastic overtake. Well done. Overtakes of the week. This goat really has learned control. He's clearly pulled his finger out of wherever it used to be and put it on the steering wheel. Or perhaps his gear shifter. I don't know. Well, my mom is shushing me. That's the goat to lead lap 5. Let's take a look at your order. It's the goat in the lead. It's not very surprising. Klein Bentner down in second and already losing loads of time on the goat, actually. Steve Morgan's up in third. Sakata Honda is fourth. Riley Spurley in fifth. Edward Thompson sixth. Isaac Carter seventh. Harris McAl's eighth. Brian Barker ninth. And R.J. Sherry 10th. We got Roy Fairman, Clive Winters, Julia Dyer, Ahi Dockett, Brendan Reed, and Fur Carl in this group of 6 cars. Bob and Flubbo close behind. Constantine Bartlett and Bob Smith fighting each other for 18th. And it looks like Alexander Cornish rounds out the top 20. Though Eric Rudd could try to get by either him or Smith. This running looks like, of course, as usual, most of the field is still a bit bunched up at the back. Looks like Jackson Carter Jr. has managed to overtake Matthew Flanagan, putting Flanagan in last position. Close your door, is what my mom is saying. Goat's just blitzing the field there, 186 miles an hour before slowing 4. Turns 1 and 2, he's only gone down to 176. He's just blitzing it out, down to 172, 166. Exiting the turn there, not wanting to hit the wall there. He's running the middle lane, as you can see. Still going through this turn, about 170, 176 he came into, down to 164 now. You can see he's a bit slower through he's second of the pairs of turns on either side of the racetrack. Let's take a look at your lap times. Goat has the fastest one, 29.614. That's better than his qualifying time, actually. Sakata Honda has the second fastest lap, then Klein Bentner, Steve Morgan, and Riley Spurley, who are all in your top 5. But look how close they've gotten now. You saw that Klein Bentner had a bit of a gap over Steve Morgan. Steve Morgan himself had a bit of a gap between himself, Sakata Honda, and Riley Spurley, but this top 5 are now all within range of each other to make an attack. 6th fastest lap is Edward Thompson in 6th. 7th fastest is Isaac Carter in 7th. Harrison McAl's 8th fastest lap. R.J. Sherry. Oh well, he's made a move up to 9th, so now he is 9th and has the 9th fastest lap. And surprise, surprise, Brian Barker is running in 10th. 10th fastest lap. Clive Winters breaks up the monotony by being in 11th. But only having the 16th fastest lap. The 11th fastest goes to Fur Carl in the 13th. And, hey, did you know it's Friday the 13th? Did you know that we're halfway through this race? And it seems like a lot of the back of the field has gotten itself into 2 lines once more. Remember when Alfred Fawcett Jones was usually running near the top of the field? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Cars that have McDonald's on them don't seem to do well in any of my series. We saw, well, Daniel Walls is decent, but he's... I haven't really noticed him lately. I don't think. That doesn't seem... Eric Monaco did well in the intro. Remember that scene in the intro? Nighttime in Iowa? Yeah, he hasn't capitalized on that, has he? Alexander Cornish is always seems to be around the middle side of the field. Well, in all the series he competes in. These guys are still very close together. We're gonna pay attention to them since the goats come into the pits. How about that one? It's a bit early. It does mean that most likely Klein Bentner is going to inherit the lead. Nope. goat's going to cross the line first. I believe he has, but well, Klein Bentner will be de facto in the lead rather than simply de jure. Well, no, he's de facto in the lead even though he's not de jure in the lead. It's not even a law that we've passed to make him in the lead, but that just sounds cool. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm the grammar policeman here. That's the goat out of his pit stop. 14.9 seconds. Decent, but here comes Klein Bentner with a vengeance. Actually, here comes Sakata Honda. She looked like she wanted to go down on the inside to that turn, but has given up the effort. Something like you see a Dodge leading a Chevy. It was one half of a sandwich containing a Ford Taurus. You see Klein Bentner putting the goat a lap down there. The goat's definitely going to want to attack there. Oh, bit of a nudge, bit of contact between the goat and Klein Bentner. Front bumper, nudging the rear end, rear bumper. But that seems to have allowed Sakata Honda to, well, I was about to say, get down the inside, but you see the goat just fly by Klein Bentner to get back onto the lead lap, but see if the rest of the field comes in and pits. Let's see where the goat ends up. Sakata Honda managing to take second place from third place. Maybe. What? No, second. Yeah, second. Second place from Steve Morgan. That's lovely stuff, really. I mean, that's right. Look over Thompson. Must be pitting then. Yep, there's Riley Spurley, Brian Barker, Rupert Weissmuller, David Weissmuller, Bob and Flobo, Patrick Smith in the pits, Chase McDowell just exiting as you can see, and the here comes the front end of the field. Let's see where the goat is. There's 4 laps to go for him, and he's down the back straight. Lovely stuff. That is fit. Oh, wow. He's pitting again. What is this? Goat's throwing away his win because he has standards. How about that one? Also, he really sped there, heading into the pits. You can see the rest of the rear end of the field is still trying to get their car serviced and such. Just exiting right now as the pit re-enters. Sakata Honda manages to get out in front of Steve Morgan. Actually, where's Steve Morgan? No, he's been beaten by Edward Thompson as well. Yes, he has. Here's Riley Spurley, though. Is he going to get by Sakata Honda? He's certainly trying for it on the outside. Meanwhile, it's going to be two to go for Klein Bentner. Once he crosses the line, Riley Spurley still running the outside line there. No, he's got a better run out of turn 4. He's going to beat Sakata Honda to the line and take second place, unless he's a lap down, which... would be odd to me. Yep, he's in second. Lovely stuff from Riley Spurley there. Managing to shunt Sakata Honda back down into third. Edward Thompson's running 4th, Steve Morgan 5th, Isaac Carter 6th, Harrison McCall 7th, Fur Carlin 8th, Julia Dyer 9th, and Clive Winters 10th. Look at this amazing battle. Bob and Flo with loads of pace into turns 3 and 4. Going down, Brian Barker's inside. Meanwhile, Klein Bentner has surely seen the white flag. Yes, he has. One more lap to go for Klein Bentner. There goes the goat. How he's fallen from grace. He's only on lap 19. And Klein Bentner's probably already down the back straight. There he goes, getting around John Speed, one of the slower cars. Definitely have to give that to him. Ami Fatami right there. There's Klein Bentner. Klein Bentner's your winner here at Texas. Fantastic stuff. Oh, there's smoke in turns 3 and 4. What's that? Is that the goats? I bet it is. I think it was. There's damage to his rear end. Well, he did once try to order a new, but because it was a Kraken. That was a lie. I stole that idea from Jeff Kinney. There he goes, spinning into turns 3, hitting the wall hard there, and well, looks like he's gonna come home in 39th. But Klein Bettner, of course, has come home in first place. Absolutely fantastic stuff. It's a 1-2 for the numbers 1 and 2 cars with numbers 1 and 2. Isaac Carter was fastest in practice. Goat was fastest in qualifying and happy hour. But again, it didn't seem to do much good, did it? Klein Bettner wins today. Riley Spurley and Sakina Honda in the podium spots. Edward Thompson, Steve Morgan, Isaac Carter, Harrison McGallis, Fur Carl, and Bob and Flo, and Julia Dyer are your top 10. Brian Barker, Clive Winters, Brendan Reed, Constantine Bartoleben, Rupert Weissmuller, Roy Fairman, David Weissmuller, R.J. Sherry, Chase McDowell, and Ryan Herman round at the top 20, your lower half. Eric Rudd, Patrick Smith, Alexander Cornish, Zach Mills, Ahi Daka, Bob Smith, James Saunders, Derek Campbell, Kyle Mess, Tony Brown, Chase Cooper, Adam McDowell, Jackson Carter Jr., Alfred Foster Jones, Matthew Flanagan, Mami Fatami, Eric Monica, John Speed, the Goats, and in last place, Ami Fatami. Everybody finished today on the lead lap, which is quite the achievement. Pace car's lonely. So sad. It's not sad. Klein Bettner ekes out a win at Texas. That is quite happy. Next race, Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300. I hope those are what I think they are. I really do. I have no idea what bariatric solutions are, but I'm not about to question the Motor Speedways or NASCAR's decisions to have them sponsor that race, eh? Brian Barker is leading the points today. Well, after that race, 6 out of 33 events done. Rupert Weissmuller, Riley Spurley, Harrison McGallis, Edward Thompson, Klein Bettner, Fur Carl, Sakina Honda, Isaac Carter, and Steve Morgan join him in the top 10. The GOAT is 18 for the number 18 car. How about that one? Oh, that's 2 wins for Klein Bettner. Of course I forgot. Rupert Weissmuller, the GOAT, Ahi Daka, and James Saunders are fellow winners. Brian Barker, Rupert Weissmuller, Riley Spurley, Edward Thompson, Klein Bettner, Sakina Honda, Steve Morgan, the GOAT, and Mami Fatami both have, all have 2 top 5s. Brian Barker, Riley Spurley, Harrison McCallis, and Isaac Carter have 3 top 10s. Derek Campbell, Julia Dyer, Constantine Bartoleben, Ahi Daka, Roy Fairman, and Isaac Carter both have 3 DNFs, which means they've only finished. Crikey. What's that? Yeah, half the races. And Rupert Weissmuller is still the series bid to complete all the laps in this contest. The GOATs led the most laps. Klein Bettner right behind, 5 laps below. Harrison McGallis with 14 laps is third in that regard. It's been Hannah Food. It's been a time and a half and honor, and I will see you in the next video. Happy homecoming, Bishop Gorman. Go Gales! Go Gales!